be talking to Dan Dixon now, who is in quality assurance, and he's an intern. He's working here at BlueArrow Telematics. So tell me a little bit about yourself. I don't know what your hobbies are or what you enjoy other than working here at this wonderful place.
Well, I grew up in St. Michael, Minnesota. That's where my dad's from. Grew up right out there in the Midwest, watching the Minnesota Vikings. Often losing the championship, but hey, you know, you got to stick with your team, right? So I usually enjoy stuff that's outdoors, working with my hands, and then I started getting into electronics as well as computers. I guess that's how I got my start, being interested in programming and getting into college for stuff that I do at BlueArrow.
Okay, when we talk about your education after high school, you said you were from Minnesota. How long have you lived down in North Carolina now?
So I moved here in 2017, took a couple years working in Minnesota, and came down here to start going to school.
Okay, and obviously you've heard of the Carolina Hurricanes winning a Stanley Cup. I know that the Minnesota Wild have. You're too young to know the Minnesota North Stars, who are now in Dallas, but tell me a little bit about those days when you became a part of BlueArrow Telematics, and what drew you to this company?
Well, I'm here based off an internship, so I was referred here through the college. Great opportunity to get into the field and kind of get my foot in the door, learning a lot more about the process, and especially something that's really interesting, which is the telematics industry.
Okay, so you say you're interning, but what is your primary role? What do you do? A lot of different things in the company, Dan?
So I'm usually doing quality assurance, which means our in-house integrations with platforms such as MyGeotab. I'm usually the one testing them, making sure that there's no bugs and that our data is accurate so that we can provide a picture-perfect solution for the customer.
All right, so what's a typical day like for you?
Usually coming in and there will be something presented on staging that I have to analyze and make sure that everything is looking as it should be. We're not having any errors or major issues with the product.
Well, you know that BlueArrow Telematics always tries to stay ahead of the competition, and in the telematics industry, so many things are changing all along and every day. So in this fast-paced industry, what can you contribute, or what have you seen to help move this needle in the right direction?
So having kind of an insider look at the applications we're developing, as well as doing research for the website, it gives me a good context on where the telematics industry is headed and where we're going as a company. So that way I can apply my knowledge to make sure that our website and our products are ahead of the game for the customer.
Absolutely. Now, if you were to suggest to customers that are watching this, their return on investment is very, very important. Telematics is important. What would you say to them?
I'd say just don't be afraid to make changes. You know, it can be really daunting to undertake a huge organizational overhaul. You know, nobody really wants to take things from the ground up. But you can be missing out on a lot of stuff just because you're only going with what's working for you right now. You want to be sure that you're boosting your productivity wherever you can to take advantage of the greatest return on investment. Absolutely.
That's Dan Dixon from Minnesota. Well, he's better to be a Viking fan than a Lions fan like I was for years. BlueArrow Telematics. Give us a call.